It's hard to beat the smell of a chicken roasting in the oven, but we often overlook it when it comes to those special entertaining events. But no more. Today, I'll be showing you my best ever roast chicken recipe that is made to be the centerpiece of an unbelievable table. And there's one tip in particular that makes this a super juicy, super flavoursome chook. We're gonna brine the chicken. It flavours the meat both inside and out, but it also locks in that moisture. On the stove here, I've got 1 litre of boiling water, and to that, I'm gonna add some salt and some sugar. Now, it looks like a lot of salt and sugar, and it is, because there's a lot of water that it's actually gonna flavour. Give that a little stir with a couple of rosemary sprigs, and then drop those in and let them bubble away. Now, of course, we don't want to pour a hot brine over the chicken because it would start cooking it. So what we do is take a little bit of ice, grab yourself a big container like this one, dump your ice in and pour that hot water straight into the container over your ice. Then you add another 3 litres on top, and then what you do is you pick up your chicken and you just gently submerge it into that brine. Just weigh it down until all the air bubbles bubble on out. Now, once the chicken's submerged, you throw it into the fridge. It can be as quick as 4 hours, but anything up to 12 hours. Of course, the longer the better, because the more penetration of that flavour. So I'm gonna stick this in the fridge, and then next up, we're gonna make the stuffing. All right, now I think this is really the thing that makes this recipe my best ever. It is this incredible stuffing. I start off with just a little bit of butter into a pan. Take these sliced leeks, and I've got a little garlic and some celery. And then we just slowly saute those down. Now, it looks like there's a lot in there, but you just wait, that's gonna shrink right on down. While that's happening, I've got some torn up old bread. Now, it is important to toast it because you wanna toast it so it gets nice and dry, because that way it's gonna soak up more of the stock and eggs when we put it in a little bit later. Preheat your oven to 180 Celsius or 160 if you're using fan forced, and then make sure you've got 1 rack down the bottom and 1 rack up top. The rack that you've got up top, we're gonna put our breadcrumbs in, and we're gonna toast those until they're nice and crisp. It should take about 10 to 15 minutes. It's been going for nearly 10 minutes now, and it looks absolutely beautiful. We add a little white wine. We're gonna let that alcohol cook off for just a couple of minutes. The next step is you're gonna add your stock and the remaining 200 grams of butter, bring it up to a simmer, and it'll go for about 5 minutes until it's reduced down by half. We're gonna transfer it into a large bowl and then let it cool slightly. Grab yourself a couple of eggs, because this is what's gonna bind the whole thing together. I got a double yolker. I think that means it's good luck. And just whisk those eggs together. Our leeks have now cooled. I think our breadcrumbs should be probably ready to go. What you're looking for is that it's nice and crisp. Perfect. Next, we add our parsley, our dry bread. Then you mix that up. Then we're gonna go ahead and pour our eggs in. Season it with a little salt and pepper and give it a good mix. The beautiful thing about this stuffing is the bottom of it gets really custardy and luscious, and the top is really crunchy. And I know what you're thinking. Well, how do you get that if you stuff it in the chicken cavity? We're not gonna. What we're gonna do is bake our stuffing in here. That way you get it really crispy on top, lovely and custardy underneath. I tell you what, trust me, it is gonna be great. You take that stuffing mixture, pile it in high. The only thing left to do is pull out some foil and cover the whole thing with foil like this. Guys, it is chicken time. This guy has been in for 12 hours. All you need to do is go fishing, strain off all that brine, and then we're gonna pat it dry. So this is an important part of the process. You really have to pat that chicken dry and make sure you get all the moisture, certainly off the outside. The drier the skin is, the more crispy and fantastic it's gonna get. Now, we can go ahead and turn our oven up to 200 Celsius or 180 if you're using fan forced. And next you're gonna place a wire rack in the baking tray so you can just pick that chicken up, transfer it on over to the wire rack. In a small bowl, I'm gonna mix some spices. I've got a little salt, some black pepper, garlic and onion powder, paprika, and some oregano. Give that a mix. And this is going to be our little dry rub. Because we're not stuffing the chicken, I'm going to take some lemon, some shallots, a little bit of thyme, and I'm going to stuff that in because that'll permeate through the flavour of our chicken as it cooks. Once you've stuffed that cavity, you can get a little bit of twine. All you do is go under the 2 drumsticks like that, pull it together just like you're tying a shoelace, And that way it's got a nice uniform shape, so it's going to roast nice and evenly. Then get yourself a little extra virgin olive oil and brush the entirety of the chicken with that olive oil. Then I want you to pick it up and get the other side too. We take our dry rub that we've already made and we go ahead and just sprinkle this all over the chicken and give it a good old rub. Once your chicken's dry rubbed, it's sitting on that rack, pick up that whole baking tray. We're going to put this one down the bottom of the oven and we're going to cook it for about an hour. It'll be perfectly crispy on the outside, delicious and moist in the middle. Our chicken's in the oven roasting. It's time to slide our stuffing in. What I'm going to do is put this in the upper rack because we want it in the nice hot spot of the oven. And what that's going to do is give you a beautiful, nice, soft, custardy layer on the bottom. Our stuffing's been in the oven for about 40 minutes. So once it's puffed up, what we're going to do is remove the foil and then give it another 30 minutes to get it beautiful and crispy on top. The smell in this kitchen is unbelievable. First, the gorgeous roast chicken. Oh man, look at this. Now, one thing I do like to do is just to take a little of that pan dripping and just baste it straight over the top. Now, you let this rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. It is a really important part of the process. I like to tent it with just a little bit of foil. I know you think it's going to go cold, but I promise you it won't. What's going to happen is all the juices redistribute in that chicken, and in 10 to 15 minutes, it will be ready to serve. Let's get the stuffing. Looks so good. Remember I said the top would get delicious and crisp, and you can see it right there. And on the inside, it's all pillowy and soft. That stuffing is going to taste so delicious. I also made a beautiful little gravy. That is it. I've got some of my best ever roast potatoes. Look how crispy and fabulous they are. There's the gorgeous gravy, that stuffing. So that's it. That's my best ever roast chicken, perfect for any big occasion or small occasion, by the way. This will be a meal to remember. For more of my best ever recipes, head to Coles YouTube channel or coles.com.au and check out my best ever recipe playlist.